So I took the exam 4 times, and after that I passed. I spent almost about more than $4,000.
The man was too stunned to speak.
Hi, we are SRI NewGen.
Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of SRI NewGen series. I'm Gek Chong, this is Mo, and we have Daniel here with us. So today we'll be discussing about the lives of millennial real estate agents in Singapore.
So for me, I started straight after NS. Straight after NS, I went for the course. Just for your info, the course you have to pay about $500 back then. Okay, after the course, once you clear the course, you can book for your exams. So there are 2 papers for you need to take. I took it twice. I didn't pass the papers, and then I decided, okay, let's just move on in life. Let's do other things. So that's when I did all kinds of. I went into insurance. I went into IT. I went into logistics, and then after that, I decided, okay, I think it's time for me to take the exams again. So I took the course again. Took the exam for 3 times, and then I managed to clear it. So total 5 times to get the license. So it's a very expensive license to get. It's not easy, but definitely achievable.
Okay, so for me, I was working in the project management industry in the engineering firm. After a while, when I got married, I realized a 9-to-5 job is not for me. At the end of the day, I want to be my own boss. So I decided to go into the real estate industry. So I took the exam 4 times, and after that I passed. I spent almost about more than $4,000, including the course fee, the revision fee, the exam fees, everything. It took me about $4,000.
I took my exams once and I passed it in one try. So it was not so expensive for me. So actually, I've never been someone that's good in my academics. I've always been the last few students in class. But why I think I could do one pass because money. And I didn't have a job at the time when I took the exam. So I really have to pass the exam and start on real estate.
I think for mentorship, I was looking for someone who has their own, they are credible as a real estate agent. At the same time, they are able to commit their time for me because I know I was new and I need that guidance. I think that's something that a lot of mentors out there are not able to give because they are too busy with their sales and then they got no time for their, teams.
So it's on you to decide which team you want to join, which agency you want to join, who your mentor will be with. So it's important for you to reach out and speak to a few people, those in the industry, to get a better idea. How's the team energy? What kind of activities does the team have? And then from there you make your own decision.
How many do you meet?
How many did I meet?
How many do you meet?
About 4 actually.
Yourself?
I mean about two only.
Okay, so even before I knew I passed, after I took the exams, right, I went to meet people already. So I very kanchong.
If you don't know anyone in the industry, how do you meet these people?
Referral. Okay, so basically there's one guy that came outside the exam hall. So I met that guy. Total I met 5 guys. I think first thing is you have to be comfortable lah. So when I met all these people, I think I spoke to them to find out more chemistry. Is there any chemistry? No, I think when you're working with a boss, you really want to be able to speak to him comfortably. You have to be in line with what you both are looking at. Because if let's say he's giving you this, okay, let's say for example, you don't really like industrial, you like to do residential, but he's someone that focuses on industrial, then maybe it's not really someone that is suitable for you. Yeah, so for me, I think chemistry was very important because I think out of the 5 that I met, I spoke to my mentor, my current mentor, and my first mentor. It was the same person for 2 hours. The rest I only spoke like 30 minutes. Okay, bye. Yeah. Okay, so my first one, right? Actually, I was attending my uncle's wake. Yeah. Then I was just because it was just 2 months into the real estate industry. So my relatives saw me, hey, wearing uniform, hey, where are you now? Oh, I'm in real estate. So I spoke to them. Then one told me, hey, I'm actually looking for a place with my partner. Then I'm like, oh, is it? Then they say, hey, then so I spoke to them, shared them a bit. Then based on their requirements, I shared them something that I thought would be suitable, and they found that it worked because they actually only wanted to really, they're looking for a house, but they only wanted to really manage the finances and commit to 3 years later. So I said, then why not look at new launches? Yeah, because I mean timeline wise, it really matches. So they bought the idea because they didn't know about how it's gonna work. So I shared with them a bit during the week. Then after that, I think that following weekend we went to view some, which is within their requirements, and they shortlisted one lah. And true enough, after we went through the timeline and everything, it matches what they are looking for, and they went for it.
So my first sale, it was a HDB unit in Tampines. Very interesting. It was a referral actually. It's a friend's mom who wanted to downgrade and get into a 3-bedder retirement lah, basically. I managed to get it 3 offers. So I posted it on a Friday night at about 11 p.m. The next day when I was up at 7, there were already about 5 viewers that wanted to come. So the day went past, we brought in, showed them the house and everything. So we got 3 offers. Naturally, the sellers will accept the highest offer. So we already received the deposit, gave the option. At night, I got a call from the seller. So seller told me, I don't want to sell the house. So I'm like, sorry? No, yeah, I don't want to sell the house. Can you just cancel everything? I said, no, we cannot. Because we already signed. As in, there are ways to do it, but there's a lot of repercussions and it will be just very messy. And then luckily, about 20 minutes later, the other spouse called me and said, just ignore what my partner said. Please proceed with the sale. Yeah, so that was my first sale. It was a very exciting and interesting experience, and it's this deal that I will never forget.
Okay, so for me, maybe I would like to share my first ever potential closing, but it didn't happen. Alright, so last year was my first year, and I was doing part time. I had a day job. I didn't dare to actually jump full time. So although I was doing part time, but every night I was door knocking. Imagine I come back from work, spend time with my family for a while, just have dinner, and then I will go out again and door knock from Monday to Friday. So from Monday to Friday, the first week I will have appointments with him. But the thing is, I was new and I didn't know how to, get them to engage me. I got a lot of appointments, but end up they didn't engage me and they engaged some other agents. So I don't know from the first 3 months. Actually, the second month I already gave up lah. I cried to my wife I don't know for 1 whole month. I still haven't get any sale. I really cried. So after that, my good friend actually called me. Hey, Dan, come and don't knock. Come, don't give up. So the third month I don't knock again. Don't knock. Then I got 1. So it just happened. I still remember it was 10 p.m. at night. It was the 6th floor. I knocked. I just asked, hi, do you have any plans to sell? He said, yeah. Come inside. Just like that. Then this person wants to buy a new launch. I'm like, whoa, imagine if I give up, then I didn't get anything. So at the end of the day, I feel I had a lot of rejections, but in this industry, I think you cannot give up easily. The rejections will be more, but if you don't give up, the things will just keep getting better. So there's a lot of learning lessons in this industry.
Anything that you all want to clarify, like do you guys earn a lot? Does everyone drive a BMW?
No.
Or a Porsche?
We wish. Maybe not yet, but maybe I'll just, at the end of the day, you are self-employed. You are self-employed. If you don't work, you don't get money. You need to put food on the table. You need to pay for bills. So the harder you run, the harder you work, the more you can get in return. But also, there's a lot of factors to that, like the property market and etc. I would say not all agents drive a BM, drive a Porsche, has a Maserati and all that. But it's one industry where you can achieve all this lah. Yeah, if you work hard enough, you work smart. One thing you need to have very strong mental resilience and persistency, because you get all kinds of rejections every day. Doesn't mean you're going to bring a viewer to view your house. They will buy it on the spot. Sometimes, like for my first landed deal, the 13th viewer was the one who gave the offer, and that was over 3.5 months. So it's a myth, yes. Not all property agents, or it's a get-rich-fast scheme. There's a lot of hard work that all of us and all the other agents put that people don't see, because on social media you only see the good stuff. But you get late calls, you sleep at 3 a.m, you have early mornings, you're out the whole day. Sometimes I only get to have dinner with my wife maybe once or twice a week. Yeah, so sacrifices lah, and it's all about time management.
Oh, getting leads, I would say. Maybe getting leads. I think selling, building rapport, not very hard lah. Okay, I think that after some time, when you gain experience, that is not the hardest part. But I think getting leads, like getting listings, getting referrals, that one really depends lah. But yeah, getting listings, I'd say, and buyers.
I think patience. At the end of the day, this industry is not the easy one. We can go through a lot of hardships, such as getting leads is one of them. Managing clients' expectations, because some clients are, I would say, they don't know what's going on in the market, and they quite when it's not that they are unrealistic, it's just that they are not like us on the ground. We know what's happening, but we just have to convey to them. So if they don't get this, they will be quite unreasonable. So these are the things that we as a real estate agent must be patient. If you're not patient, we'll become like salesy, pushy, and then we won't last in this industry. Yeah.
And I think one thing is when looking at properties, it's easily 6-digit or 7-digit even. So it's not buying vegetables. So it's important that we take our time with our clients, let them know that so these are options available, and not push them to just any property that they see the first time. Yeah. Because some clients they are very very scared to engage an agent for purchase, because every viewing I must decide whether to buy or not. So they don't understand that actually it's just for them to narrow down their options, to know what they don't want. Because they don't see properties every day, they only live in their own home, they visit their friends probably, so they may have some ideas here and there, but they do not really know what they do not want until they see more.
Yeah. I think before you want to join this industry, you must set your intentions right. You cannot be joining this industry because of the money. Because at the end of the day, once you get the money, you won't be driven in this industry. Or even if, let's say, you got the license and you couldn't even close a single deal, and then you won't be able to, you will give up at the end of the day. Just like me, if I was driven by the money, I would have already not even start, or maybe I will just give up by the 3rd month already.
Most importantly is clear the exam first, because if you don't get the exams, you don't get license, then you can't be in the industry. But don't give up. I'm sure there's a lot of people, I've heard of people passing it on the 12th try. That's the highest record I've heard before. So don't give up, just keep on going, because of all the time and effort you've wasted studying. Yeah, so once that is done, so everything else will be much easier. It's just that the only question is every day you wake up, okay, where's my next listing? That's the only thing in your mind every day. Where's my next listing? Where's my next lead?
I would say passing is like I think what Mo said is right. You have to pass the exam first, and I feel that honestly, passing is just the bare minimum. The real work and what you're going to experience in real estate is going to be very different. It's a lot of mental pressure, I would say, because when I first started, even after I closed a few deals, it will always be, when is my next? Yeah. When is my next? Will it be my last? So even after first year, I did pretty okay. The second year, I would doubt myself, it might be beginner's luck. What if, my second year, I don't do well? How will it be? So it takes a lot to get used to, and I think you really have to have the right support from partners and your family. Because let's say your family don't understand what you're doing, I think it's very hard. Because you're going to be sacrificing your weekends. Okay, I just went on vacation in Korea for last week. I had to be on my phone during Korea at night, and I was acting till about 12 to 1 a.m. No choice, because you see, end of the day, okay, I tell my client they were very nice lah. They were quite, hey, sorry, I know I've texted, but I say, don't be sorry. To me, it's my break, but I can't put off their home searching because I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
Because to someone, it's their home.
Yep.
Yeah, and it could be that 1 week, if I delay by then, they do not have a place to stay for 1 week. How am I going to bridge that? It might be an issue as well. So, I think this job, it really requires a lot of understanding from partners as well.
It's very important. Yeah. And be able to multitask as well. Because if you're talking to one client, you suddenly get a call from another one, and then you get a call from another agent. So, in the midst of doing something, you need to always be on your feet, on standby. That's why you see a lot of these property agents, they're always on the phones or talking. Yeah. It's non-stop lah. But it gives you a sense of satisfaction though. Once you see your clients, they are happy in their new house, they invite you for open house. You feel nice lah, you feel good inside because you are part of the journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've come to the end of our video. Hope you liked the sharing. If you have any questions or queries, please drop us a comment in the comment section below. If not, you can always feel free to reach out to any of us. Bye.